Now, before you think I'm a fucking Nazi, which I'm not, years and years ago, back in my drug taking days, I remember taking 4 or 5 ecstasy pills, standing with my mate in front of the TV. On the Xbox 360 used to have this screensaver where it had all these really crazy, intricate visualizations, yeah? And when you're on pills, you like to look at things like that because it's fascinating. I mean, just standing at the top of the stairs, or, you know, looking at a glass of water is quite fascinating when you're on ecstasy. But we were standing in front of the TV for hours just marching, and we thought we were marching like Hitler, and we found it hilarious. And we were just standing for hours on in this rug underneath. Where, if you've ever been on ecstasy, you remember that scene in Bad Boys, which I watched recently, when Martin Lawrence he takes the 2 pills by accident, and he's rubbing everybody. He's like, oh, I love you, man, and all this. That's what it's like, right? And we had bare feet on this rug, and this rug was so comfortable at the time. And we're just marching on this rug because it felt good, right? Why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you this absolutely ridiculous story? Because I have memories, vague memories often, of the time when I used to take a lot of drugs. I used to do a lot of crazy shit, just stupid things, which, like, now you look back and think, what the fuck was I doing? And I know many people will be able to relate to that. Like, we do stuff when we're in our youth, which we kind of think, what was I doing? But here's the thing, I had a very all or nothing personality, and that's a typical example of it. I mean, how often do you stand at 2 o'clock in the morning, marching like Hitler barefoot on a rug, watching for 3 hours straight at visualizations on the TV, gurning your face off? It was quite intense. I had a very much all or nothing. I was into it, and I was into it big, right? So this becomes a problem when we're trying to look after ourselves and change our ways. When we come with smoking and drinking and eating and even drugs, right? Or gambling or porn, whatever it may be. We do these things so intensely and intently for so long that it's difficult to let go, isn't it? So if we can't do something fully, we end up just saying, nah, I'm not going to bother. But when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle, looking after your health, your mind, your body, your focus, right? Getting a good relationship, whatever it may be, just because you can't do it all or nothing doesn't mean you shouldn't begin. But with that said, what if you could put that all or nothing attitude into said thing? So most people want to lose a bit of weight and get in shape, right? But the fact is, if you're an all or nothing person, you can't just give it a go and see little results and try a little bit, can you? You need to be all in. So what if you put yourself all in, i.e. you started living a healthy lifestyle, rather than saying, I'm going to go to the gym for a bit, or I'm going to lose a half a stone, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to try this diet. Why not go all in? Give it all or nothing. Like, start it and give it your fucking all, right? Go all in. What if you just went all in? What kind of a difference would that make to your life as a whole? If you started to live that way, because you've got that in you anyway. You can be all in with pizza, you can be all in with the drinking on a weekend, you can be all in with so much stuff. But what if you were all in on the right stuff? And maybe you've had periods in your life where you were all in, but then something happened and you were all out. But you probably know that there's nothing stronger than a made-up mind. You know when you make your mind up about, you know what it is? You know when you say those things, here's an example. Never drinking again. How many times do you say that bullshit? And 2 weeks later, you're back on the drink. That's not a made-up mind. That's just something you fucking say. But if you get to the point where enough is enough, and you are all in, life will change massively. You've already been all in at some other shit. Why not dedicate that all-in attitude to something positive, something useful, and something meaningful? You can do it, and you probably know you should be doing it. And it's exactly what I talk about in my book, which you can get a free copy of by clicking the link below, or it will come up on the screen below, or wherever it may be, overthinkingaudio.com, for a free copy of my audiobook. Hopefully it'll help. Appreciate you watching. Peace.